So voice acting has always been a pretty important part of my life. I've always enjoyed reading about the voice actor, seeing how it's done from, a pretty early age in my life, and to gamers and to people who watch anime and even movies and film. It's a big deal when we have a character swap or a voice swap or, you know, a beloved character dies. People fall in love with the actors, the voice, and the people who portray them. There's a lot of that person's self that is put into the character. But it doesn't seem like Nintendo, Platinum Games, or Hideki Kamiya don't really value that. And you're probably thinking, how could you say that? How do you know they don't value that? Well, it looks like the voice actress for Bayonetta released a statement today saying that Platinum Games was gonna offer her $4,000 flat rate to do all the voice acting for Bayonetta 3.
Hello, my name's Hellena Taylor, and I am the voice of Bayonetta, and I would like to explain to you why I didn't voice Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta franchise made an approximated $450 million. That's not including merchandise. The final offer to do the whole game as a buyout, a flat rate, was $4,000 US.
And that's pretty crazy because she's already done Bayonetta 1 and 2. She's already established as the character. I mean, people love her. To throw her $4,000 flat rate, that's pretty low. Granted, I'm not like a financial expert and I really don't know what a lot of these voice actors make. Well, I mean, I have an idea, right? We have top dogs like Troy Baker, and recently Kojima started hiring A-list actors like Norman Reedus, Mads Mikkelsen. So like obviously the cap gets higher, right? Games are getting more expensive, especially when you hire these top A-list actors to do these roles. But if you account, for a lot of things, this person has to hire a manager. They have to be able to afford groceries, and given the state of the world today, groceries are pretty damn expensive. It was obviously enough of an insult for her to have to reach out to her audience and explain the details of what happened. Because if she doesn't, and thanks to her for being so transparent, the first thought is, hey, why isn't she returning? Why isn't she going to reprise her role? What did she do? Like, why didn't she want to do it? A lot of that's like always the first thing. But then, now that she has this transparency, we know it wasn't her decision to go through with this. And it's sad. You have to advocate for yourself. You have to, in this world, a lot of people don't appreciate talent or the credibility that you have behind you. And she even says that she has a pretty credible background and resume.
As an actor, I trained for a total of 7.5 years. 3 years at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, LAMDA, with voice coach Barbara Barkery, and 4.5 years with the legendary Larry Moss in Los Angeles.
You have to keep fighting and advocating for yourself and have to say no to deals. I mean, if she would have said yes to this deal, they would have been like, oh, cool, yeah, we could like totally throw her $4,000 and that's it. That's a done deal. They learned that underpaying your talent is an okay thing to do. We've definitely seen this industry change over the years, and one of my biggest gripes was I kind of miss having those unknown names, those up and comers, or the people who just kind of are in between, who aren't a big stage presence. They're not Norman Reedus, they're not Mads Mikkelsen, they're not Nolan North. This industry needs to grow, and we can't just be throwing the same person for like all these roles. We got to look at the unnamed talent, because that's really how gaming started. We got a bunch of people who no one really knew who they were. They were fresh out of college and they went over to Japan. They did some anime and we fell in love with those voices. People are saying boycott Bayonetta 3, and I know like that's always like the extreme, like, whoa, well, if they don't have, like people said with Metal Gear Solid, if they don't put David Hayter back in, we are gonna riot. We're not playing your game. And people end up playing it anyways. So, but it is gonna leave a sour taste in our mouths. This is gonna be a big focal point if this game doesn't do as good. So we'll see. Best regards to Hellena Taylor. I wish her nothing but the best. It takes a lot of courage to do what she did. She's being totally transparent. She's kind of putting it all out there for us to see, and she highlights some key points. These are important things to know, and hopefully we see her in other games, and I wish her nothing but the best. Right? Anyways, I don't know. I've been rambling. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video. Drop some comments down if you want to tell me what your take is on the subject. And subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Catch you guys later.